was reluctant at first, like he didn't really want to do it. He just felt like, can I do this? Will I be able to do this type of persona? Episode 15 of Digimon Adventure 2020 had landed, and it was a really good episode. I think it was a very fun episode, and I think it's going to be one of those that I really do enjoy to look back on if I decide to do a rewatch of Digimon Adventure 2020 down the line. But this episode opens up with Yamato's team pretty much flying on Birdramon, and they land on an a snowy area, snowy mountain, and they then get intercepted by some Frigimon and a Mammothmon. Mammothmon being the ultimate Digimon for this week's episode. Sora ends up getting attacked and gets a ice virus onto her that needs to be slowly melted away, and so they have to protect her and get to the other side of the mountain. So Joe was given the task to keep Mammothmon and the Frigimon in bay while Yamato takes Sora over to the river that they need to reach and get to the other side and try to protect her as much as possible. While this was all happening, we cut to Taichi and his team, and they were on this like sunny, like this desert type area. And Mimi ends up riding on some Kiwimon because she found them and she looked fun to ride. And we see Palmon trying to get Mimi up or stopping the Kiwimon she was on to stop to get Mimi off. And during this, Taichi also asks Koshiro in which direction they had to go. And during all that, Koshiro said they have to go to the direction that the Kiwimon were going. And the end of this scene happened with Mimi and Taichi just going, it's no time for that, to try and get Mimi off there. And then we cut back to Yamato's team, and they all pretty much hatch the plan to try to get over the other side, with Joe being the person to stop them as well. He was reluctant at first, like he didn't really want to do it. He just felt like, can I do this? Will I be able to do this type of persona and type of personality as well? But during all this, they managed to finally get over to the other side. They managed to get to across the river. But during this, Mammothmon created a bridge to get to the other side with one of his ice attacks. And all this then ended up happening, and Joe ended up building his Serenity or his crest's ability to then be able to get Zudomon to appear via digivolving from Ikakumon. And I really love the way they're incorporating the crests in this series a lot more, because you can see like the crest images not just on the Digivices but also in the eyes as well of the Digimon. So there's some really good balance between the crests usage in this series. And they manage to then, Sora ends up getting better and they start flying, and then Piamon digivolves into Birdramon to then fly off to the destination. During all that, Mimi managed to get off Kiwamon and they ended up into a cave, and this cave had some wind further on inside it. And so Taichi and Taichi's team pretty much decide to walk through that cave to find out where it ends. And they end up in Tokyo at the end of this episode. And I'm curious if this is actually a false Tokyo, or if it's actually the Tokyo that they are trying to return to with all the things that's going on to stop it. Because next episode preview literally makes me wonder what's going to happen within this episode. Next episode. But that was it for the episode. I really did enjoy it. The comedy in this episode was really fun as well. I love the interactions with Mimi riding on the Kiwimon. I love the comedic aspects with Joe and Goemon again, with Joe just encouraging him, with him being the leader. As we all know, Joe ain't the leader. The leader is shared between Yamato and Taichi, but as the full group, it's mainly Taichi that is the leader of the full 8 chosen children. But we know that it's just comedy effect with Joe and the rest of the team. But this episode was really fun. I love the Digivolution sequence to Zudomon in this episode, because it seems like he was the only Ultimate that appeared in this episode. All the others were mainly focused on their champion forms. Zudomon was the very heavy focus on this episode, so they didn't bother doing any. I was really hoping for a decent Digivolution sequence with Zudomon, but it was a decent Digivolution sequence. It wasn't as grand as Yamato and Taichi's get, but it was just as good. So the others are getting decent Digivolution sequence, and they are just as unique as Taichi's and Yamato's with this. So it really is something that I am really garnering into wondering what they're going to do when it comes to them all needing to be in their ultimate forms later on in the series, or what their mega evolution sequences are going to be like. Are they just going to be doing warp evolutions for them, or are they going to do the try route where the ultimates digivolve into their megas? Because that's something, because we've had warp digivolutions from the original series where it's just Gabumon and Agumon just going from there straight into the mega forms, or are we going to see them digivolve properly from their ultimate forms, so Metal Greymon and this like, into their megas later on? It all makes me wonder how they're going to be treating the Digivolution sequences for that series. But it really is one of those fun episodes that I think could have benefited a little bit longer, but it was also one of those episodes where I'm curious about where episode 16 is going to go as well from next week. Definitely with the next episode preview is one of those situations as well. But other than that, I really enjoyed this episode, and I really think the animation was really well done in this episode as well, and a lot of the key beats were there as well. I really did enjoy that. Like always, comment down below what you liked and didn't like about this episode, and I'll see you next time for the Burn the Witch final chapter review and the next chapter review for Mission Yozakura Family. Other than that, I'll see you next. See you later. Bye bye for now. See ya. Another great episode, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully you comment down below to get these discussions going. Don't forget to check out whatever appears on the end cards here. Just on the end here, they will appear at the end, as you know. Just check those out and everything. And if you're, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then click the bell notification, then all, to keep up to date with all my videos in the near future. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya.